Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm back in my Model 3 today because I made a video a couple of months ago talking about my favorite accessories for the Model 3, and one of them is about to change. I purchased this Jeda wireless charging pad basically on day one because I wanted to be able to take my phone, set it on this pad, and have it wirelessly charge while I'm driving. But there was a software update that came from Tesla where basically the second one stopped working correctly. And the only reason the first one is working correctly is because I do have a USB splitter down in here. So basically Tesla updated the car in such a way that any phone that plugs into it, it has to be a charging only cable, and you can still plug a data cable in for the USB dash cam. You could work around that by using the USB splitter because it would split it into data and charging, and I have been doing that for the last month or so. However, after I made that first video, Jeda reached out to me and asked if I would be willing to take a look at their second generation product, which just started shipping. So they shipped this out to me for free to take a look at, and I thought we would install it today. They also shipped out this handy little list of what's changed, and these are some really neat new features, and they've got the exact same price point on it. I paid $99 for the original unit. The new one is still $99. The new one, you can do portrait and landscape charging. However, you can only do landscape for one phone at a time. It is compatible with wired charging now, because before you have this thing along the bottom where you can't actually run the wire through it. It says that you do have to have a spacer, and they're going to be offering those for sale in May. It's May right now, and I don't think that this was included, but I would prefer to do wireless charging. That's why I bought this thing. It also supports fast wireless charging, although I think the first generation was supposed to do that. It says it can charge from 7.5 to 15 watts, which allows for fast charging on Android phones. It's got enhanced grip. It's got a custom TPE rubber to hold it in place a little bit better. I have noticed with the original, the Gen 1, the way that it doesn't quite fit in there properly. We'll get to that in a second also. But it's not grippy in any way, which means that any time that I hit a bump or anything, a lot of times the phone will slide off if it's a real bump. But that does bring up the next point, integrated design. It's got knobs on the back of it to make it sort of fit perfectly and mesh in with the rest of the car. Independent cables. I think the original one had independent cables also, but large phone capable. I do have a large phone on there right now, and it is fitting, but it is a little bit of a tight fit. So let's see what comes in the box. So inside the box, on top, facing downward, is the charging pad itself. You can see on the back it does have these nubs to help it fit in flush with the rest of the Model 3. Shows input 5 volts at 1 amp, 9 volt at 1.65 amp, output 5 volt at 1 amp or 9 volt at 1.65 amp. And here's your two micro USB charging plugs. And on the front, there is still a little divider in the middle, as you can see there. It does show 3 wireless charging plates, and there are openings here at the bottom where you could run a wire through, but again, they said that's only going to work if you have a spacer. And then there are 2 micro USB charging only cables that are included. So I'm going to take just a minute and get this put in place. And actually, while I was removing this, I figured I'd show it to you. This is the original plate. You can see that it's not stuck in place at all. I can just pull it away like that, because the original one did have these sticky pads, and they're still sticky, but they didn't quite adhere to the plastic on the back of this correctly. But as you can see, there's nubbins in here. There's little places that you can attach something, and hopefully the new one's going to go in there very well. In fact, I'm just going to switch out the cables and see if it works. And just a minute later, we are back. I used the exact same cables that I already had in place, and this just fits right in there. As you can see, it's not moving around. If I pull on it, it will come up. It doesn't exactly snap in like I kind of figured it would, and it is a very tight fit, so it took a little bit of effort to get it in place, but let's go ahead and see how it works wirelessly charging now. Phone on the left is charging, and now we'll move it over. And we'll take it off of here, and we'll give it just a second to really show that to you. It shows it is not charging right now. We'll put it on the right-hand side. It does say 94% charged. And then we'll try it in the other orientation, so we'll take it off, give it a second to stop charging and show that it is not charging anymore. Then put it back on in the landscape orientation, and it's charging there as well. It does also feel like it does have a little more grippiness than the last one. I can kind of push on the phone and you can see it's not really moving much. And it does have, if you can see it here, a small lip at the bottom to try to help combat that falling off. Let's go ahead and try it with my Galaxy S10 and see what it does. So it says it is charging wirelessly. It does not say fast charging wirelessly. So presumably to get it to charge fast wirelessly, I would have to plug it into a fast charging outlet. I thought the ones built in were going to be able to support that, but I guess not. And as you can hopefully see there, I do have both phones on there and charging wirelessly now, so it does support 2 at the same time. And they're both actually hooked up to the exact same USB port with a splitter, and I have my dash cam on the other one. And I think that's actually where I'm going to wrap things up for today. If you have a Tesla Model 3 and you're in the market for a wireless charging pad, keep in mind Jeda has released an updated version. It's a very tight little compartment, so to have something that is custom fitted, custom designed to go in there, that's going to keep your phone stable and charging while you're on the road, definitely can't complain about that. So thanks so much to Jeda for sending this product out for me to take a look at. Thanks for checking out my earlier video on it. Thanks to you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel already and you like the kind of stuff I do here, hit the subscribe button, the red subscribe button down below, and ring the little notification bell. Smash that notification bell if you want to actually get notifications on your phone, laptop, desktop, wherever you happen to see videos when I put out videos, because YouTube doesn't like to tell people that I put videos out. And if you liked it, hit the thumbs up button. I definitely appreciate it. If you didn't like it, hit thumbs down. Let me know why. Leave a comment telling me why you didn't like it. That's cool too. But thank you as always for watching. I'll see you again next time.